Hello, you're very welcome to this episode of My Generation Gap podcast, where you have me, Stuart Vincent Moore, a 50-year-old member of Generation X. I forgot which generation I was in then. Generation X.
You're X.
Talking stuff and nonsense for about 10 minutes with my niece, Harriet Pilkington, before we then get down to talking art, media and culture from our respective generations, because she is an 18-year-old member of Generation Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z, yeah. How you doing, H?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm super busy at the minute. I'm opening a home studio salon so I can do more days hairdressing, basically, because I've not got loads of availability at the minute and I'm fully booked, so I need more time, basically.
It's because you're taking people on from 9:30 in the morning till midnight and driving them to the kitchen.
Yeah, trying to get pink out of their hair. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, it's kind of really busy at the minute. It was really bizarre at first because my dad owns a business, so it was hard finding a balance between taking some of his advice when I didn't want to, and also him dealing with the fact that I actually know more than him about something, which is hairdressing. So it's been, but we're getting there. Basins fit in this week, and then we'll be up and running.
Yes, knowing your dad, I can imagine that's quite hard for him.
Yeah, it's been a difficult few weeks.
Yeah, so, dear listener, just so that you're aware, Harriet is my niece. Harriet's mum is my sister. We grew up together. And Harriet's dad is my brother-in-law. Yeah, so I've had a good week.
Yeah.
Had a really good gig
Yeah.
last night as Telepathic.
Did you drink your beans?
I did drink my beans.
Good.
Not as much as I meant to, actually. I got a little bit lost. I was trying some new stuff out, some new tricks and
Right.
some new jokes.
Yeah.
And I forgot to do half of them. But I still went. It was just a bit chaotic, and really entertaining. I think.
Yeah.
I hope it seemed to be anyway. I think people are really enjoying it.
Who was
I did.
Billy in the audience?
Oh, now so Billy. Well, he was just somebody in the audience, but he was really game for a laugh, and I got him up stage and got him to read out a few letters and do a few things, and he was heavily involved. Yeah. So we posted some stuff on Insta and Facebook with Billy.
Yeah.
He was just a really, really great member of the audience and really, really good sport, really game for laughing. It was really great. I did try my Norfolk B Roads joke.
We tried the Norfolk B Roads joke again, did we?
Yeah.
How did it go down?
Not well. It got like one chuckle.
One
And-
chuckle.
And then I
You need
went,
to let it go.
no, because I'll tell you what I did.
Right.
After I did that joke, I went, right, we're stopping this. And I stopped the whole thing. And I went,
Stop the whole
right.
thing.
You
Stop
laughed
the
at that
persona
joke.
and everything.
Yeah, I did. I came out of
That's
my
fab.
character. I went,
Yeah.
right, we're stopping this. And then I said to the guy that, well, I thought I was pointing to the guy that chuckled.
Yeah.
I went, right, you laughed at that joke. Why did you laugh at that joke? And he went, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. And then I said, right, does
Did you get
anybody know? Yeah, I said, does anybody in this room, has everybody heard of the Norfolk Broads? And a couple of people went, yeah. And I
Yeah.
went,
Raise your hand if you understand.
yeah. Put your hand up if you understand. And then I didn't go that far, but I just left it there after that. And that's how we done.
Yeah, I think you need to let that one go.
No, I'm doing it again.
You're doing it again.
Oh, yeah. But apart from that, it's been Pride in Nottingham. Pride was great.
Yes, you went with
We went with
Caroline and
Pride.
Ivan, didn't you?
That's right, yeah. And we had a great day.
What did you do?
We just joined in on the Pride March. We were just in the
Yeah.
march and just enjoying the whole atmosphere and it's just a bit of a joyous occasion, isn't it? Just seeing all the positivity and
Yeah.
celebration. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great to see the city just come for a standstill and be proud.
Yeah.
It was really great. So that was good. And that's about it, H. That's all my...
That's all your weekly chat.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we have done. We've had a couple of messages.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Chatter with the gappers. Chatter with the gappers. Chatter with the gappers. Chatter with the gappers. Chat with the gappers, H. Now, despite my Norfolk B-Rose joke going down really terribly again, I've had more than one message
Right.
saying that joke was really funny and that they've heard it on a podcast. And by more than one, I mean two.
By more than one, you mean two?
Yeah.
Were they by the same
They
person?
weren't by the same person, no. But no, a couple of DMs saying actually, so that's why I'm sticking with it. So it's their
Right.
fault.
It's their
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah. But I won't mention their name because it was a DM, so it wasn't on a public thing. So I don't
Okay.
want to say
Yeah.
it was in case they don't want to be mentioned.
They don't want to be known as the person that's making this B-Roads joke. Continue. Go on.
And then also, not everybody wants to be named, do they? Publicly.
Yeah, no.
But this person that I know sent in some really good suggestions
Right.
for films. So some things that like straddle because they are a millennial.
Yeah.
So they said they sort of straddle the Gen X and Gen Z divide. So there's some really good films in there.
Fab. Any worth a
Matrix.
mention? The Matrix?
Oh yeah, definitely The Matrix is one. Well, they were all worth a
Matrix.
mention, like The Goonies and things. There was
The
some really good films
Goonies, yeah.
Yeah, and then a TV series called Firefly, which, do you know what? I've wanted to watch Firefly. Because
Firefly, I've not heard of that.
Yeah, well, it's Josh, I always call him Joss Whedon.
Why do I know that name? Who's Joss?
Because he was...
Buffy.
That's right, yeah, and then he turned out to be wrong one.
Yeah, and he said that's a bit wrong, yeah.
Yeah, Firefly had some... It comes well loved by people that watched it, and I think there was lots of upset when it was cancelled. I think after one season or even mid-season.
Wow.
So, yeah, we should maybe try that. But I think Matrix probably is one to have a look at.
Well, I've got a suggestion this week of a burger review.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a gapper who came to me and said you need to try the venison burger at M&S. So you'll have to make it yourself. It's not a takeaway, but apparently it's just a worthy, feels like it would be a number 5.
That's interesting because I did get another recommendation from somebody about a supermarket burger.
Yeah.
A Tesco one with cheese. Like Tesco Finest with
Maybe
cheese.
you do one where you compare the two supermarket burgers then.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the M&S venison burger, and then you'll have to find out what your Tesco one is.
Okay.
Oh,
so
I have got something that happened to me this week.
Uh-oh.
I hit somebody's car with my car door in the really windy weather.
Oh no! What, really badly? Did you damage it? Hang on. Did you do the right thing, or did you look around to see who was watching?
No, I did the right thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't mention it on the podcast, would I? No, I was. To be fair, they were parked in not a space. So my car was kind of vertical. They were kind of horizontal. So the front end of their car, was level with my driver's car door. So as I opened my car door, the wind just took it out my hands.
I went into the front bumper.
It hit the front bumper. Well, I looked at the car and I thought, Jaguar, private number plate. Oh no. I thought, oh no. Anyway, we didn't know her. She was quite funny with me at first. To say it was clearly an accident in massively windy weather. I literally went up. I mean, Mum got out and said, "I'm really sorry," because I was having a really bad day anyway, so I was just on the edge.
Oh no.
But Mum got out and she spoke to them, and at first she was not very nice, but actually, upon talking to her and things like that, she was like, "Look, it's an accident. You didn't have to tell me. You know what I mean? Because we're on private property and everything." She was like, "So, just thank you for letting me know, and we'll get a cost sorted out." So yeah.
It's a horrible feeling, that, isn't it?
It honestly made me feel sick. I looked at Mum and I was like, she was like, "Harriet, don't cry." I'm like, you've got that face like when toddlers are about to cry. But then she thought it was like really bad, and then like my mum, because obviously my face. And then when she went around to look at it, she was like, "Harriet's like a tiny little scratch. Like it's not even." But the moral of the story is tell people. Because it's better.
You always should do.
Always tell people. I mean, like me and Mum were talking about this. We've got like built-in systems. We assume everybody else has, but I don't think they do. Where we wouldn't be able to sleep if we didn't tell someone. Like it would affect us so badly if we didn't do it. Like stuff like that. We'd always have to tell the person. Like I think most people are that. To be fair.
I was doing the other day. I was driving.
Yeah.
Through Derby. I was at some traffic lights and a motorbike, came and pulled in
Yeah.
front of me, filtered through the traffic and pulled in front of me and stopped at the lights in front of me. And the motorcyclist had a backpack on.
Right. Yeah.
And then in their backpack, there was a dog.
A
little
dog?
dog's head sticking out,
Oh.
yeah. And it had
Oh, like a little helmet on.
he had a little helmet and little goggles.
That's adorable.
I know. And annoyingly, for some reason, my dash cam had stopped working.
That is really nice. That's something
know.
you want to capture.
I took the card out of the dash cam. I was looking for it, and for some reason, I've got like footage from the night before coming home from. I think I was coming home from a gig or something, and then
Yeah.
and then like a whole morning missing, and then I've just got coming home later that day. I was like, oh, like the one bit that I really wanted to see.
The what bit you wanted to see, yeah.
It's pretty much the only time I've taken out the dash cam thing to look at the footage was just see a dog with goggles on,
Just to
and it
see.
wasn't even there. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about, H,
Yep.
because we're talking about the film Labyrinth.
We are.
Now, I remember Labyrinth. Well, I think we might have gone to the pictures to see it.
Wow. It's 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, like 1986.
I think, yeah.
There was lots of like fantasy films coming out around that time. I think a few years earlier, Jim Henson had made The Dark Crystal, which was all like Muppets, but a bit more serious.
Yeah.
There was Conan the Barbarian.
Is that where that picture
Willow.
comes from? Of sad Kermit? Or like Kermit with the hood up?
I don't know what that is.
It's like Kermit the Frog and he's like in a hood. It's like a meme picture.
I don't know.
No, okay, never
No.
mind. Sorry, carry on.
No, it's not a Muppets film. It's just that Jim Henson made it. It's not Muppets.
Oh, I thought you said it was like a
No,
Muppets
it's not like
film, but more
Muppets.
serious Muppets.
No, it's not like Muppets Take Manhattan.
I thought it was like a serious Muppet film.
No. It's just like the Muppet Workshop.
Okay.
Kermit and Fozzie Bear.
Okay.
No, it's not that at all. But yeah, lots of fancy films
Yeah.
came out at that time. And Labyrinth was a fancy film made with real life actors and lots of Jim Henson Muppets from the Muppet Workshop.
Yeah.
And it's a story about Sarah, a teenage girl who is fed up with her life and really cross with her dad and stepmom, and she wishes that her baby brother was taken away by the Goblin King, and lo and behold, he's taken away by the Goblin
By the
King.
Goblin King, yeah.
And she has to go into his realm, into a labyrinth, and rescue her baby brother from the Goblin King. So
just like a normal Friday night, really.
just like a normal Friday night, really, yeah. What did you think of Labyrinth, H?
So Labyrinth was actually my suggestion, wasn't it? Because it was a film that I grew up with that it just stuck with me. I mean, as a child, there was never any specific, I never looked into the film deeply. I think it was just the music and the creatures and the random stuff that you come across that just drew me to it.
Yeah.
And it just stuck with me. If it was just one of them that I've got some earrings. Hang on. How cute are they? They're the door knockers. That's the one that has the thing in the mouth, and the other one's the ear one.
Oh, that's a great thing.
They're so cute, aren't they? There's like Labyrinth merch, and they're from like a proper Labyrinth thing.
Ah.
So like, I love little things like that from the film, and then you rewatch it kind of years later, and you think, what the hell?
Yeah, it's a very different film to the film I remember watching as a child.
That's exactly what I felt as well.
Because I remember, because the Goblin King is played by David Bowie.
Yep, you gotta love David Bowie.
You got to love his tight pants. Because there's no getting away from them.
They're there.
They're there, right in front of you. So Bowie's in there. So I think there was also lots of clips and TV shows and things about the making of Labyrinth as well. Because I remember seeing Bowie and he juggles like with one hand and two hands these crystal balls, always juggling around. Really,
I've seen
really beautifully.
this.
And there's a like a juggler who does that thing, when you stand with your arms behind your back and somebody else uses their hands in front of
Yeah.
you, and this person's doing this juggling in front of Bowie. And
Yep.
I've seen loads of like making of Labyrinth over the
I've
years.
seen them, and I think I've seen them as videos, but I wonder, like you said, if it was like a documentary that was like on TV. And yeah, the guy's doing I've forgotten what it's called, with the crystal ball, and they move it and they do like tricks with it.
Yeah, it's just like
And
a form of juggling.
it
Like
is, yeah.
magicians will do it.
And he's doing it, and they film it, and he's like backwards, like crouched over, and
Yeah.
Bowie's stood there, and that's literally how they do it. It's somebody else's hand, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you watch the film without knowing that,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know. But then when
No.
you watch the film again and you know what's going on,
Yeah.
it looks really weird because you're thinking Bowie stood there doing all this extra,
And there's
and
this
there's somebody
guy.
else's hand in front of
Yeah,
him.
just
You think,
like-
that's not even Bowie's hand.
Yeah, well, I think like watching it as a child, obviously, I didn't even know who Bowie was. So when I started learning who Bowie was, I was like, wait, he's in Labyrinth. So I kind of knew
Yeah.
Labyrinth before David Bowie, because yeah, that's just. And then when I rewatched it, I thought that can't be David Bowie juggling.
Well, listen, we'll talk through it a little bit, and then I want to give you my analysis of it and my
Before we
theories behind it.
start, is
Yeah.
it Bowie or Bowie?
Now, I always want to say Bowie because it feels like the right thing to say, but I actually think it's Bowie.
I have the answer.
Oh, really? Go
So
on.
which one do you think? Are you are you staying with Bowie now?
Well, I thought it was. Is that not the correct way to say it?
No, I believe it's Bowie. So
Is
he had an
it?
interview, and they said to him, "Is it Bowie or Bowie?" And he said himself, he went, "I think it's Bowie." So he didn't really know. He says, "I think it's Bowie." I mean, there's Bowie as well. He says, "But I think Bowie." He says, "Some places I get Bowie in
Oh,
some
no, it's not that.
areas
Bowie
of
or
England." Yeah, he said, but yeah, Bowie.
Oh, because I always want to say Bowie, and then I
Yeah.
sort of stop myself saying Bowie to say Bowie.
No, I think
and then
it's
and
Bowie.
then I don't know. It's a bit like that thing,
I'm-
when I deliberately get your age wrong every year, just to just to wind you up, and I always say, "Oh, Harriet's
Yeah.
9, and you're not. You're 10."
Yeah.
And every birthday I get that wrong, and then it got to the point where I actually did
don't
not know.
know
I
anymore.
don't know how old you are.
You
And I
got
said,
a
"No, it's-"
reset at 18, didn't you?
I
So
did get
now
a
you
reset
know.
at 18. Now I know. But up until
Maybe you
then,
get
I had
lost in
no
the
idea.
20s.
Probably. People say, "Oh, how old's little H now?" I go, "I don't know.
Oh,
13,
no.
14, 15, I don't know."
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah. One of those. Yeah, got reset at 18 because you're in the pub.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
it.
but yeah, I do believe I saw an interview with him, and I do believe it is Bowie.
Right, Bowie. So Bowie plays Jareth,
Yes.
the Goblin King. He also plays another character in the movie, which is you don't really see him doing it. And if you didn't know he was there, you might have missed it.
He's
But
not.
He
Who is he? I don't know this.
so he
Is he the
plays-
baby? Sorry.
It's not the baby, no.
Not the
So
baby.
Sarah, the main character, because
Yeah.
she's like 15, 16 years old, isn't she? And she lives with her dad and her stepmom.
Yeah.
And, it starts off where she's on her own in a park.
Yeah.
And then she runs home because she's an hour late and she's supposed to be babysitting her
Mm-hmm.
baby brother. So she runs home and her stepmom's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Because
Yeah.
the dog's all mucky. And she's like, "Right,
Yeah.
put the dog in a garage. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate you." And
Yeah.
she's like, "Well, we don't ask you to do this much."
Yeah. And if
do
you want to go out with
everything."
your friends, then that's fine.
Yeah. And I wish you would go out with your friends.
Yeah.
You should be out on dates and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she runs up to her room and it's so unfair. I hate you.
Yeah.
And as she's in a room, everything in her room is
Yep.
in the labyrinth. So
is. I
there's
love
the
that.
labyrinth. There's all the creatures. are
Hoggle.
there.
Yeah.
There's there's books that put. So there's Alice in Wonderland. There's a Wizard of Oz.
There's
all
the
books
ballroom
there.
actually as well.
There's the ballroom
Yeah.
because it's her in the ballroom like a snow globe in there. And there's a scrapbook with her mum in it, and she's written mum on it with like love hearts, and there's pictures of her mum and
Yeah.
her mum's boyfriend, who is David Bowie.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and
thought
her
you were gonna
mum's-
say he was like in Ludo or something like.
No,
playing the
no.
puppet or
It's
something
so
like that.
Bowie is her mother, her real mother, and a real mum's like a famous actor, and she's got this on-off love affair with David Bowie.
Wow. I never
Yeah.
noticed that. That's so cool.
Yeah, and also that's expanded upon because there's the film, The Labyrinth, and there's
I
also a
thought that was
novel.
her actual mum. Because I know she says she treats me like a wicked stepmother in a movie, but I actually thought it was her mum because it is kind of
No,
implied, but it's not.
no, it's a stepmom. As well as the film, there's a novelization that goes alongside it, and then also various versions of the script were made and scenes were cut out and things like that. But in the novelization, it talks a lot about, well, it doesn't talk a lot, it talks more about a mum and a mum's
Oh, I
boyfriend who is
didn't
called
know that.
Jared. And of course, the goblin thing is
Oh,
called
I
Jareth.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Bowie. So there's
Yeah.
everything that's in the labyrinth is in her room.
Yeah.
And then, of course, she gets the her mum and dad go out and say, right, well, a dad and a stepmom say, right, we're off out. We'll be back at midnight.
Yeah.
And then she wishes her baby brother would be taken away by the Goblin King, and he is. The
Does.
Goblin
Yeah.
King rocks up. But then all the little, and that's a great scene. I do remember seeing that scene in the cinema where she's saying, because there's a particular set of words that she has to say to invoke the
Yeah.
Goblin King to come in, and
There is.
it's a certain script, and all the goblins that he cuts, she's saying this thing, and all the goblins that he cuts to the screen with all of them like all squashed together.
Did she say it?
Did she say it yet? And then she does say it, and then lo and behold, they pinch the thing.
I love the fact that he turns up as the owl, and the owl's there at the start of the movie, and all those types
Yes.
of things. Yeah.
Yeah, so in the owl's in the park with her, which I've got something to say about that as well later. And then also, let me address the elephant in the room, because as soon as Jareth takes baby brother away from me, and they're transported to the outside of the labyrinth, to go inside the labyrinth, and let me just say, the elephant in the room is, it's not even a labyrinth.
Is it not?
No. Do you know what the difference between a labyrinth and a maze is?
No.
Right. So a maze is what you think it is. A maze is you go into a maze and there's a series of passageways and you can get lost. There's dead ends. You can go back. There's various different ways to go around the maze, and there's usually a way in and maybe several ways out, or maybe one way out. But it's usually, you can take wrong turns and do all this kind of thing. You have to sort of solve the maze.
Yep.
A labyrinth it might be intricate and it might be a winding path, but a labyrinth is just one path. It's
really?
Yeah. So if you look at like the old, you can get like on the old Celtic crosses, where you get you might get a circle and the entrance in, and it's like a concentric circles and it's one path and it's like doubled or over and it's all, but there's one path in and one path out.
Yes, I see what you mean. That's actually a labyrinth.
Yeah.
I see. A maze, you could maybe go that way, maybe have a different exit out.
And have a dead end you can't in a labyrinth. So it's not a labyrinth.
So actually the movie should be called what? Maze?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it's called Labyrinth for a different reason.
Yeah.
And we'll come to that when I spout off
really
my analysis.
analysed this. Have you been analysing this since the 1980s?
Well, it's something that I watched, and when I watched it, and I thought,
you rewatched
crikey,
it.
this is not the film.
Not what you remember it as. Were you then
then
intrigued to know more? Is that why you?
Well, I watched it once, and I just took notes, and I thought, yeah. I just thought, oh my God, what's it trying to say?
Yeah.
Because it obviously didn't speak to me. It spoke to me as a 10-year-old as a funny film with Muppets and David Bowie in it.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
And it spoke to me as a 50-year-old.
As oh my God,
with a very different language.
Yeah.
So then she meets Hoggle, who's a little elf.
Yep.
And another thing as well, of course, the main character's like a teenage girl, and she comes through, and she's got a step mum, and then after that, there are no other female characters in this film apart from when she gets to the maze, first meets Hoggle, and what's Hoggle doing? Killing fairies. It's just like killing fairies.
There is another female though.
Is there? Well, there's some female people in the ballroom scene.
No, there's a female goblin, but there's only one.
Oh,
And
really?
that's when she's in the junkyard and she's going,
Oh, yeah.
"This
Sorry,
is your
there's a junk.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Here's your teddy bear. Everything's fine."
Oh, yeah, yeah. And
That
she's
is the
scary.
only scene.
Oh, wait
Of...
till you hear who I think she represents.
Oh my god! Yeah, and he's just like squishing fairies, like
Yeah, it's like
at
squirting
the
them with
start.
like,
Yeah, he
yeah,
isn't he? Yeah,
yeah.
36, 37.
Squirting them.
Yeah.
So then she goes into the labyrinth, and then it's a bit like the Wizard of Oz, and she collects friends along the way, and they all learn
Yeah, it's a bit
lessons.
like an Alice in Wonderlandy type thing, isn't it, really? You go
Yeah,
through different
yeah.
things. I mean, the first creature she encounters after Hoggle is a little, like a worm.
The worm is the best. I
The
love that
worm
little worm.
is the best. Somebody dressed
What?
up as the worm for Halloween.
Oh,
I love
really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't
Yeah.
you go in and meet the missus? Have a
Yeah.
cup of
Go
tea?
inside and meet the missus. No,
Have a cup
I'm
of
just a
tea.
worm.
Yeah. And he shows her the passageways and she to get into the
Yeah.
maze proper. And then, of course, calls her back. Oh, no, 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 don't go that way. Don't go that way. Oh,
Yeah.
really? And then she goes
Yeah.
the other way. And he says, oh, if you'd have gone that way, you'd have gone straight to the Goblin King's castle,
Yeah.
which is where she's supposed to be
Where she's meant to be going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, I think he was doing a favour because I don't think she was ready to face the Goblin King at that time.
I would agree. I think she had to go through.
She had to
all the
learn and
challenges
grow and do all these things. Yeah.
I would agree. I'm trying to think of. I think the next bit is the oubliette.
No, she falls into the oubliette after going through the door.
Yes. So the next bit, she comes across. She's writing tiles on the floor, which they're changing around. She's like, "Oh, this is so unfair." Again, just
Yeah.
like she was saying at
Everything's
home.
unfair. Oh, it's unfair. She's
Yeah.
taking everything for granted. Because
Yeah.
even the worm says that she's taking things for granted. And then, of course, she realises that nothing is as it seems.
Yeah.
Hoggle tells her that she must ask the right questions. And
So
not
what
just...
do you think to the door? So the next thing she comes to is a door. And one of the doors, there's two little people. Well, no. There's two people on the bottom that don't know anything. And then the two people on the top do know which door leads to which. But one of them always tells the truth and one of them always lies. So she has to ask one of those two people a question to figure out which door it is.
Well, she solves it, doesn't she? She gets it right. She solves it because one door leads to certain death and
Because
the other one
she goes into the oubliette. Well, I suppose she did live, actually.
doesn't.
So it was
she
right.
didn't face certain death.
Yeah, no, she didn't. I suppose you're right, actually, because I always assumed she got it wrong in a way.
But that next scene where she falls into the tunnel with the
I
want
to talk about this.
Yeah.
The helping hands. I think that's a metaphor for feeling kind of all eyes on you, all hands on you. In that situation, you've got a vulnerable young woman, and they were all men's hands, and I thought that was really interesting and purposeful.
It's a bit like probably what happens to like Katy Perry when she crowd surfs.
Yes.
Men grabbing at her.
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'll grab a little bit of that.
I'll grab a bit of that. I'll grab a bit of that. Yeah, it is exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite horrible. And but I do think it was done on purpose.
I agree.
To show that.
So anyway, then she's dropped into the oubliette.
Yeah.
Which an oubliette is a place where people are put to be forgotten about.
Yeah. So it's basically like an underground little cave. There's no way out.
Yeah.
And then she meets Hoggle again.
Yes. And Hoggle's a bit of a traitor.
He is. Yeah. He leads her the wrong way. Or he goes to lead her the wrong way. Then she bargains with him by giving him a bracelet.
So he agrees to take her out of the oubliette.
And then Jareth catches him out.
Yeah. Yeah. What you doing helping her?
Yeah.
And then he says, I'll make you a prince. If she kisses you, I'll make you a prince. A prince of stench.
Yeah. I'll put you head first in the bog of eternal stench. The thing is with Jareth in that scene, how the hell did they do that? Because he transforms from like this little thing that's got like a little, and then he just like takes it off and he's just Jareth. And it's like, is that special effects? Surely they can't have done that without SFX.
Well, no, there's very little like CGI.
That's what I mean, because it wasn't really a thing.
this film was the first time that computer-generated effects were used to create an entire animal, and that was the owl at the beginning.
Really?
Yeah. Other than that, everything is real. It's all filmed real.
Well, yes, all large puppets and things. Have you seen what
Yeah.
Hoggle looks like now?
Yeah, because
Oh,
he got lost in an airport.
he did get lost in an airport, and he looks horrific.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
with his little
Sorry,
eyes.
carry on.
Uh,
You explain it better than me.
so basically, then they face a number of challenges, meet different characters along the way. They learn all sorts of things about each other. They get close friendships. They face trials, and they're making decisions about which way to go, and they're kind of
Yeah, yeah.
falling out, and then getting together, and
They are.
showing friendship. And then Hoggle is given a peach by Jareth, and he's asked to hand it to Sarah to eat, and she does.
Yep.
Well, actually, before they do that, they meet a couple of characters, and they meet Ludo, who's a big
Ludo.
giant.
So Ludo
furry
looks
thing.
terrifying, really, and he's
Yeah, but he's just
gorgeous,
a really
isn't
kind
he? He's just
creature,
really
yeah.
lovely. Yeah,
But he can talk to rocks
he
and summon
can.
rocks. And then Sedidimus, who is
Yes.
a little dog who rides a dog.
I don't think they've met. I don't think they've met him at that point, but they do meet him.
Oh, are they not? Yeah.
No, I think.
I think you're right.
I think that's when they're trying to cross the bridge over
The
the Bog of Eternal
Stench.
Stench. Yeah.
Yeah, because he can't smell it, can he?
No.
So they, she eats this peach, and then the peach sends her to this ballroom, doesn't it? It's like roofing her.
It is basically. It's like
hypno
roofing it,
peach.
basically. Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
drugging it. Yeah.
Takes her to the ball, and then, and I think the ballroom scene and the next scene are the most interesting scenes
I'd
in the
agree.
film.
I totally
Where she's
agree.
in a ballroom, and it's very much, I think it's a masked ball in it. There's lots of implied sexuality in
Yep.
the thing. It's all a bit creepy.
Very
They look
creepy.
like they're gonna kiss.
It's very much portraying the fact that he's in love with Sarah.
And
He
she's
wants to control
infatuated.
her.
Yeah, and she's infatuated with him.
Absolutely.
You could say, and then
In that moment, definitely.
yeah, and then she breaks.
And obviously, he's a creepy old man. Like, and she's
Well, he was
meant
like
to be like.
nearly 40 when they made this.
Yeah, and I think she was like 14.
15, 14, 15,
50,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and there was a scene where they do kiss, and Bowie said, "I'm not doing that." So
Right,
they
yeah.
cut it out.
Yeah.
And then after that, she breaks a mirror in a thing, and then crashes down into it's like a big junkyard.
Yeah.
And the junkyard is full of these old women that were bent over double, and they're carrying loads of just stuff on them, all like
Yeah.
way down. And she's going, "Here's a teddy bear for you. This will help you."
Yeah.
Forget. She's saying, "Why am I here?" Because she's forgotten what she's trying to be doing, and
Yep.
she's going, "Oh, this will help you.
Yeah.
Look, you were
Here's your
going back to your
teddy
room,
bear.
and oh,
Yeah.
here's your room. Look, you were just going back to bed. You were looking for your teddy bear." She goes, "No, I was looking for something else." "No, you were looking for this teddy bear."
Yeah.
So they do that.
I
She ends
hated
up in
that
a
scene
room.
when I was younger. It used to scare me so much.
Yeah, well, she's a bit of a scare. I think she's supposed to be a scary old lady, and then of course,
Well,
Sarah
because
remo-
we know what Sarah's goal is, and we know why that woman's
Yeah.
putting her off.
and she almost forgets that she's looking for a baby brother.
Yeah.
So she smashes the mirror, ends up going back into the labyrinth, nearly falls into the Bog of Eternal Stench with Hoggle. They cross over the Bog of Eternal Stench, meet Sir Didymus,
Yeah.
who initially... And this is where they're learning to ask the right questions and think about things
Yes.
logically and question things and move forward rather than just saying, "Oh, it's so unfair." Because, of
Yeah.
course, Didymus says, "Nobody can cross this bridge without permission." And she goes, "Oh, right, permission from who?" And he goes, "Oh, me, I guess."
Yeah.
So she says, "Oh, right, well, can I have permission?" He goes, "Yeah, right."
Yeah,
then."
all right. I love it. He's like, "You will not come past without permission."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's ready to fight them. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like the Black Knight. You can tell that Monty Python were involved in this, can't you?
yeah."
Yeah. Anyway, they have a couple more trials, and
Yeah.
then they end up in the Goblin Castle after a
Yeah.
big old fight scene where Ludo's getting rocks and beating goblins and all sorts of things. She faces the Goblin King alone in a really weird room. It's like an Escher painting, is it, with
Yeah. Yeah,
staircases
there's like
upside down
staircases, some
inside?
upside down on the
Yeah,
sides, yeah, alcoves, and yeah.
yeah. And then at the end, she recites the speech from the beginning and says that you have no power over me,
Mm,
shatters it all, and she ends up back at home with a baby brother.
yeah.
So that's Labyrinth Age. So what did you think of it? I mean, you said that you did you pull anything interesting from it?
I have a feeling that because she's practicing for theatre, and the whole thing
Yeah.
about you have no power over me, this kingdom you've created. And I think if you actually look into it, this man is promising her the world. He's like, I will give you the world. I mean, this is even what Jareth says at the end. He's like, I will give you the universe. I'll literally do anything for you. Just let me be with you. Let me control you. Let me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I feel like sometimes there are people out there who are a bit like that. And I feel like that speech that she has to reenact saying you have no power over me, and his world crumbles, and then he has no power because she said that. She feels that he has no power over her, so he doesn't. And I think that could transpire into a lot of um, relationships in real life, whether it's relationships with a friendship or a family or a relationship. I think that if somebody is so controlling in that aspect, she, in that last moment, I think she takes it away and she gains her
Mm.
independence back. That's what I took from it watching it as an older person. I think that's why there's so much of David Bowie's genitalia in the film.
Oh, well, there is. Yeah.
You know what I
There's a
mean? And
lot of
things like
that.
that. A lot of sexual references. I think that's why
Hmm.
that's involved, because I think it's basically showing that she's being controlled in more ways than one into doing
Mm.
things she don't want to do, seeing things she don't want to see. And in the end, she says, actually, you have no power over me. And everything crumbles, and then she's back at home.
Well, that speech from the play that she
Yeah.
says at the beginning and at the end, she says, through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, I have fought my way here to the castle beyond the Goblin City to take back the child that you have stolen. For my will is as great as yours, and my kingdom as great. You have no power over me. That's it, isn't it?
That's it,
So that's
isn't
good,
it?
isn't it?
That's good, isn't it? Yeah, I think that I think the speech kind of speaks for itself when you read into what's written there.
One thing I really liked from the, I think one of the best lines is the some of the songs. Bowie did some of the songs, and there's a song in there, and they're called "Dance Magic Dance." Where it
Dance, magic,
starts off,
dance.
yeah, you remind me of the Babe,
What babe?
Babe with a power,
What power?
power of the voodoo.
Voodoo?
Who do? You do.
Remind me of the babe.
The most ridiculous start to any song ever.
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can
So,
agree on that.
oh, I've got a page full of notes in here, and it
Go
has
on
been
then.
said, and Jim Henson said this about it being a coming of age movie about a woman
That is what it said it's meant to be. Yeah.
coming of age and kind of finding her own sexuality and
Mhm.
those kind of things, and growing up, as lots of teenage movies are.
Yeah.
But I think there's a bit of a freaky twist to it, and I think it's probably come about because although it's a film about the coming of age of a woman, I suspect that not many women were involved in writing it.
Yeah, I would agree.
So it's probably a man's idea
I
of
would agree.
what a woman goes through when they're growing up and coming of age. So,
Yeah, totally.
I mean, what have I written here? I think it was written as a coming of age story. Bowie. Yeah, Bowie going out with a mum. So I think the film was written like has some sort of, she's finding her own sexuality. She probably has a little bit of obsession
A
with
crush on
her mum's
stepdad.
boyfriend.
Well, yeah, step
Yeah,
mum's.
who is
Yeah.
sort of a famous, is a famous actor.
Yeah,
And, like,
now I know
Bowie
that
being the
detail.
rock
I'd probably
star.
agree with you. Yeah.
So she has some fascination, obsession with the Goblin King, which is why then his penis is always on show through his
Yes,
codpiece and his tight pants.
Yeah.
So I think the whole film is in her mind because it's
Yep.
everything from her room, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And then with like Bowie, Goblin King roofing her. I think the
Yeah.
ballroom scene is like some. I do wonder if it's a scene of her thinking about having her virginity taken away from her,
Yeah,
and
possibly.
then the junkyard
The
lady
scene that follows, yeah, I'd agree.
being, kind of comforting her by trying to make her a child again, almost like
Yes.
saying, "Oh, forget about all those
Yeah, forget
things
about
and
being
forget
an
about what."
adult and
Well, or
yeah.
forget maybe not about being an adult, but forget about what just happened to you.
Yeah,
And here's your little
yeah.
teddy bear, and go back
And
to
here's
being a
your teddy
little
bear,
girl
go back
again.
to being a little girl again, get in your bed, play with your toys.
Yeah, yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
actually, no, and
Actually,
that's
no, I
her.
don't want to forget about it. Yeah. And
No,
then she breaks
this just
free. Yeah.
happened to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I do think then the bog of eternal stench is almost like it's because you do think that, don't you? When you become a young woman and you have a sexual relationship for the first time,
Yeah.
and then you never become a virgin again, do you? That's it. And it's
Yeah, I
almost like
suppose the
it's
bog
almost
of
like
eternal stench and it never goes away
it's
is
like they're
kind of how it's
tainted.
portrayed in real life. Yeah, I'd agree with
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Like,
totally.
this young woman's tainted now because she's
Yeah,
not
that's it.
pure.
She's been
and
in the bog of eternal stench.
and
Yeah.
it's there forever. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very
Yeah.
much the mentality I think of a lot of
Yeah.
teenagers. Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
And then, of course, she realizes that she doesn't have to be a woman. She can still take things from a childhood, because the end scene is, of course, all the characters from the film end up in a
Yeah.
bedroom. They said, "Oh, whenever you need us, we'll be there for you."
Yeah.
It's like so that she can find comfort in those things, those childhood
Yeah.
things, and that's fine. But then she can also be a woman, because when she gets back to her room from the
Yeah,
Goblin
that's
City,
her decision.
yeah,
Yeah.
she puts all the childhood things. She's starting putting things away in a drawer
Yeah.
and locking them away.
Yeah.
So she's almost becoming a woman, but then she needs these childhood things as well.
Yeah, I'd agree
But
with you.
but when you look at it in hindsight, when you think, well, actually, this was written, 40 years ago,
Yeah.
with probably written all by men, with what they believe
Yeah.
is a young woman's infatuation, coming of age, and their infatuation.
Yeah.
It's almost predatory. You've got Bowie, who
Yes.
literally
Absolutely.
takes a form of a bird of prey.
Yeah. Literally a bird of prey.
Literally a silent predator comes along, date
Yeah.
rapes her, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah, roofies her.
roofies her,
Yeah.
and then sends down some old woman to try
Yeah.
and make her
And the only
forget
person
what
she's got for
happened.
comfort is some old guy and some monster.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, when she stands up and says, "Actually, this isn't okay," she doesn't want to be saddled down by this sort of all these things that hold
Yeah.
her down. She doesn't want a lifetime of being crippled by her trying to comfort herself,
Yeah.
and trying to forget all these things that happened to her or is happening to her. I think the male gaze as well is something that's a
Yeah.
bit freaky. So throughout the film, there's about 7 or 8 instances where Bowie's face crops up in rocks, or when he's not in the
Yeah.
scene, he crops up on rocks, on
Or
trees.
he's watching her
He's
as
or
well
he's watching her, yeah.
through, yeah.
So it's
through
almost
the
like that thing of
glass things.
of being watched over by men.
Yeah.
Teenage girls being watched by men.
Well, I
Not-
think that goes hand in hand, literally, with the hand scenes and things like that when they're
Exactly,
all
yeah.
grabbing it. Yeah.
So it's almost like they're writing it saying, "Oh, well, this is what teenage girls do, of course. They become obsessed with men and rock stars." And actually, it's not.
It's kind of
it's
the other way
men.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, just really
Being predatory. Yeah.
being predatory and staring and
Yeah,
thinking,
absolutely.
"Oh, is she old enough? Am I
Yeah,
allowed to think
can
these
I do
things?
that?
Can I
Yeah.
do this? Can I stare?
Yeah.
Can I do this?"
What's the borderline? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really so. I think it's unintentionally a bit creepy.
I tell you what's really bizarre is that I think I looked quite adult from being about 15, 16 upwards. So
Yeah.
in very places like the bus or
Mm.
passports, IDs, anything like that, they always thought I was older than I was, which is fair enough.
Mhm.
Now, I don't so much get that, but I get people telling me in day-to-day life, haven't you grown up in the last few months? No, I've lost weight, dyed my hair and got contact lenses. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not what growing up is. Growing up isn't like being ill with gallstones,
No.
getting contact lenses, and dyeing your hair slightly blonde. Like, I've just changed my appearance slightly, but everybody goes, God, haven't you grown up this past couple of months? And I think, I just changed my appearance. I'll change it back if I want to. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make me look any younger. But that is one thing I've definitely noticed, that people look at me and treat me a lot differently now.
Well, hopefully that'll improve, but
Wow.
it's certainly better than it was in the 80s.
Yeah, God, yeah.
As the Labyrinth will show you.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it'll continue to move in the right direction.
I think it will. I think it will. No, I don't know any women that really aren't feminists anymore. Do you know what I mean?
That's good, but
I think it is
I think
going the right way.
The whole manosphere thing, and like I say, certain people in power emboldening certain sections of society, I think is a bit damaging, and hopefully that will change.
Hopefully.
But
what I'm trying to say is, I think it doesn't matter what age you are. I think it all depends on how you look and how you present yourself. Because if you're, like you said, if you're 19, you might look really young. You might look about 15. You might look 18 at 15. And I think that is like that. I think some males have that, like you said, is she old enough? And you know what I mean? And it's like, you shouldn't be thinking that anyway.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You should not be thinking that anyway. Just be with women your own age.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would agree that it's definitely part of the film. 100%.
So that's interesting, isn't it? Because I think Gen Z, like, you saw all those things in that film.
Yeah.
As you know, somebody that grew up in your generation, in my generation watching that film, I know I was young, but even then, adults wrote that film, and you know, and it was a very different time. So I think we can probably call that a Gen X win in terms of the actual film. It's the way it looks, the way it is. I think it's a really great film. I think
it's beautiful. I mean, the puppets are absolutely amazing. How they've done all of them, the masterpieces. So yeah, I'd give it a Gen X win. But I reckon the film wasn't written for as we've interpreted it.
No, I think you're right. But I think time has changed.
Which I suppose gives it a Gen Z win as well, even though it's not a Gen Z movie.
You're right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's time for this. It's Burger Stews, Burger Review. 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 It's eating a burger, then he marks it out of 5. He's eating a burger. Oh, unbelievable.
Every time.
He's eating a burger and he's marking it out of 5. This week I've gone academic.
This week
I've gone academic.
This week you've gone academic. What do you mean academic? Oh, is it like...
I was in Cambridge.
You were in Cambridge. Wow.
Yeah. And this was Smash Burger.
Smash Burger.
And I had, I've forgotten the name of the burger that I had there, but it was from a place called Smash Burger in Cambridge. 4.4.
4.4.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a gapper earlier and they were like, he's never happy with his burgers, is he? I was like, there's the occasional one. And 4.4 is good.
Yeah.
That's like 8.8 out of 10. Well, it is 8.8 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a really good mix of sauce and pickles.
Yeah.
The burger, do you know what? The burger was really great.
What was in it?
It was just like a double cheeseburger.
Right.
With a bit of barbecue sauce on it and a bit of burger sauce. So it wasn't like anything like crazy. It didn't have pulled pork or anything like that. It was just like standard basic smash burger with pickles and burger sauce. But the meat itself, it was like around the edges, it was like just not crispy, but just really well done. And the texture was really great. But then in the middle, it was kind of moist as well. So it had
best
really
of both
complex.
worlds.
Yeah, it had
so you could have a bit of like that fast foody feel, but also that like crunchy kind of properly
So
done
it was
feel.
really great texture to it and really great. So it was that thing, and you didn't eat it and think, oh, it needs this, it needed that. It didn't.
Well, like you said, you always notice if it's missing.
Yeah, you always notice if there's something missing. It didn't have anything missing. It was really great, and it tasted really great. I mean, there's probably some things in there that would have, it's not the best burger I've ever had. Yeah. But it was great.
But it's a good burger, yeah,
really good. And there's nothing in it that made me think, oh, that could have been better, and that could have been.
Was it missing condensed milk?
Everything misses condensed milk if you haven't got condensed milk with it. Costa brought back a Spanish latte.
You said that. You messaged me the other day. You were like, it's back.
yeah. I was at the services. It's back.
Oh,
It's
I
back.
bet you're happy.
I was very happy when I saw
How
that.
much money is that going to take out your bank account a day now then? Because
Well,
I'm terrible at the minute because I can only enjoy a few things. I live off either skinny hot chocolates, red berry coolers, or a smoothie bar in town. Honestly, my bank account looks terrible.
Well, this is it. I won't be drinking many from Costa actually because I just make my own now. Don't I, with the
Well,
condensed
that's true if you got stuff to make your own now, yeah.
milk. Yeah. Are you ready?
I am.
Test. Woo, woo, woo. Test. Woo, woo, woo. H. What was the name of the treacherous elf?
Hoggle.
Hoggle. 1 for 1, H.
I
You
know
come off
this
the back
film.
of a successful test last week when you won the
I
test.
know,
last
I
week.
know.
H. What was the name of the big creature with the horns?
Ludo.
Ludo. Ludo friend.
You got to say it like that as well.
Yeah.
Ludo.
Ludo friend. H. What was the name of the friend that they meet that was guarding the bridge?
I can't
After-
say his name. I know it,
after
but I
the
can't say
fog
it,
of
and I don't
eternal
want to
fence.
sound daft. So can I just have the point, please?
No, say it. What do you mean you can't say it?
Oh, I just can't say it right.
Why?
I can't say it right because I can't remember it properly, and it's just gonna come
Oh,
out.
honestly, say what you think it is.
No,
We're all friends here. Nobody's gonna. Go on.
no, because I think it's like, oh, I can't think. My mind's gone blank. It's like Schwinklesworth or something.
Shrinklesworth.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't even act like that's right.
No, it was Sir Didymus.
Sir Didymus. Yeah.
And what was the dog that the dog Sir Didymus was riding? What was the name of the dog? What
Oh,
was the name of his
no.
steed?
Oh, that's terrible.
And I'll give you either name because, of course, the dog that he's riding is the same dog as Sarah's dog in proper real life. So you can either give me the name of Sarah's dog
Oh,
or the name
no,
of
this
Didymus's
is terrible.
dog. And in fact, if you get both of those names, you can still have 4 out of 4.
I want to say Max, but I don't think it's right.
Max?
No, it's not right, is it?
No, it's not right. No.
No, it's not right. That is the only thing I think of is Max. No.
No, it's Merlin. Is the name of the dog, and Ambrosius was the name of the Didymus's.
Do you know? I didn't know that.
Oh, right.
I felt like I'd have heard it and gone, oh yeah, but actually I didn't know it.
What snack did I eat whilst watching Labyrinth?
Savoury or...
It's nothing phallic.
It's not, it's not.
No.
Was it anything? Is it like a crazy food combo?
No,
Is it something that people would eat day to
I
day?
think so. Yeah.
You don't say you think so. Actually, we were on the phone the other day and you mentioned a food combo, and I'm going to say this. You accidentally spilled. We were on the phone and you told me you'd accidentally spilled chocolate Nesquik on your toast. So I'm going to say
I
that
spilled
since...
it in the butter dish.
In the butter
Chocolate
dish.
Nesquik powder in the butter.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Butter
say
toast.
that you had chocolate Nesquik on butter on toast.
No, I didn't actually. I had peanut butter on oatcakes.
Oh, shut up. That's normal as well.
But I have been eating
But you have been eating that.
chocolate
Can I
flavoured
have
butter.
half a point, please?
Yeah, but you still lose the test.
Sir
Right, H, I think
Didymus.
we're all... Sir Didymus. I think we're all done, H, apart from what's your telly been?
My telly bean, I've been rewatching Motherland and Amandaland just because
Oh, they're
I felt
great.
like it was time to rewatch it. They are absolutely fab, but I hate Julia.
Ah, yeah.
I think
Well,
that's
you're
intense.
supposed to.
Yeah, I think it's no, but like I speak to other people and they don't feel the same way, and I'm like,
Well, hang on. Which one's Julia?
the main character.
In Motherland?
Yeah.
The mum or
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hang on. Who's the main character in... Oh, Amanda.
Yeah.
So you
no,
hate Julia?
I like Amanda. Bizarrely enough, and I don't like Julia. So I like the main character of Amanda, and I don't like the main character of Motherland. I think that she's rude. I think that I don't like her at all. I mean, there's the episode where she gets the PA guy. I know she got a lot on her workload, and she probably uses him like a PA, and he's not actually her PA. He's just
Yeah.
another guy working. She's really horrible to a lot of people. I know
Yeah.
Amanda is as well, but at least in Amandaland, she gets some redemption.
No, I don't think you're supposed to like that
Good.
one.
It's not just me then.
No.
Okay, I feel a bit more justified now then. Okay. But no, I've been rewatching them and they are so funny. I mean, you've got to love Diane Morgan.
Oh, Diane Morgan's the best.
She's the best.
So actually, I haven't watched much telly because
No.
I have been rereading and going over in anticipation of the third Book of Dust being released in
And in English, what does all this mean?
October next year. October this year. Well, Philip Pullman books.
You're
So
still not talking English.
His Dark Materials.
Right.
Which,
I've heard of that.
Northern Lights. The
Well, now you're just saying a lot of random stuff.
Subtle Knife and the Amber Spyglass.
Oh yeah, no, that one, yeah.
And then the prequel to that, The Belle Sauvage, and then the sequel to the Dark Materials, which is called The Secret Commonwealth. The final book is going to be released, so I'm going back and either rereading or re-listening on audiobook to all of those books to refresh my memory of probably one of the most beautifully written stories. It's so great the way that Philip Pullman writes these characters and the stories, the way that they're presented. It's just, and then the whole themes that, you know, the supposedly children's books, but the topics that he tackles and the way that it's presented. Do you know what? As a starting point, you should go to iPlayer and watch his Dark Materials, because that was beautifully done as well. I don't know if you watched that when that was on telly. Well, go back and watch them.
I've heard of it though. That's the thing that I knew when you were talking.
They're absolutely amazing, because if you watch them and you're not blown away, then you're dead inside.
Then you're not a gapper.
I've just been focusing on those, and I probably will be focusing on those a little bit for the next few months.
Well, there is actually
immersing myself in that world.
Just immersing yourself. It's good when you can binge read or binge watch things.
Yeah.
There is something really significant we've forgotten to talk about, and that is the women's football.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you know what? I didn't pay that much attention to it
Did
because...
you not watch the final?
Well, we were with you that day, weren't we, in Earl?
Oh, yeah. We'd had a really crazy day, hadn't we?
Yeah, and then we'd gone out to see a friend who was singing in a choir.
Yes,
and we'd
you
gone
were
to
going
the
out
pub,
that night. Yeah.
and we just caught the penalties in the pub before they started their... So
well, that's the best bit anyway.
And I must admit, the atmosphere was really brilliant.
Amazing,
and what an achievement. And
my For You page at the minute is purely, I've forgotten her name, Lucy Bronze. It's all Lucy Bronze. Because, like, apparently she's like, well, not apparently, she is. She's like meant to, I don't know how to explain it. She's very much like... an LGBTQ icon right now.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people are saying like how attractive she is and all those kinds of things. But I mean, I'm not. I'm straight. That's my sexuality. But apparently, Lucy Bronze is all over my For You page. But no, I love the women's football. I think it's absolutely fab.
I mean, saying that, Brett Anderson would be all over my feed page. I think I've seen him at Glastonbury, and he kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man's just pure sexuality.
Honestly, you need to go and look up Lucy Bronze.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brett Anderson could be the Goblin King.
Could be the Goblin.
It could be my Goblin King.
It could be your Goblin King. Yeah. That's funny. I like that. No, I think that... I mean, Lucy Bronze, I think what's so impressive is just, like, her whole physique. I mean, she's just so muscly and toned that I think you just look at her and you think, oh, my God, what the hell? Like, that's got to be superhuman. Like, it's amazing. I know, it's so cool.
Right, well, dear listener, thank you if you made it this far. I think we're going to say goodnight, but before we do us all a favour. If you're enjoying listening to the podcast, tell somebody about us. You know, when you're like having small talk, I find this now. What I do is, if you kind of, struggling with small talks, you think, oh, what do I say now? I don't know what to say now. What do you say? Just say, oh, have you got any new podcasts? And then, rather than say what you've been watching on telly, just say, oh, have you got any new podcasts? I've been listening to this one. And then tell them all about it.
All about it.
Because we want to go up the charts, don't we? We
do want to go up the charts.
I tell you what, we worried the top 100 comedy charts in Sweden last week, so
we were in.
We worried it.
Oh,
we worried it. Yeah, we were.
I thought you said we were in it. I was like, you could have told me.
No, we got to 118.
No, did we?
Well, that's pretty good though. 118.
That's
in the
really
charts.
good.
Yeah.
In Sweden? That's so random.
So we worried the top 100. So we want to be worrying more top 100s all over the world.
We do. Absolutely, we do. Then
Yeah.
maybe you'll get a live show and you can come
I'd love to
see
do a
us.
live show.
I would.
That'd be cracking.
You'd have to tell me the time was different to what it actually was, so I'd be on time though.
So you'd be on time,
Because
yeah.
I'm always late for recordings.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah. You'd have to tell me like an hour before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening to us and get in touch with us. Look us both up. Telepathic, Stuart Vincent Moore.
Yeah.
Hair by Harriet.
Hair by Harriet.
Drop us a line. Let us know if you're listening. Ask us any questions. Give us any suggestions. We'll be picking up some of those suggestions that we've had from Gappers, which I'm looking forward to those.
Yep.
How do people get in touch with us, H?
They can email us on the mygenerationgap@gmail.com email. They can send us a message on our Instagram, mygenerationgap. We have a TikTok page.
TikTok.
In which you can message us or leave a comment even. Whatever's easiest for you. Come see us in real life if you know us. Maybe don't rock up if you don't know us. Bit weird. And that's fine.
Thank you, H. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Night. Love you.
Night. Love you.
Thank you very much for listening to the My Generation Gap podcast. You've been listening to Stuart Vincent Moore and Harriet Pilkington. All podcast production by Stuart Vincent Moore. Artwork by Harriet Pilkington. Music by Andy Dawson.